And the last presentation of today's, that is Ashish Yadav.
Okay.
Ashish Yadav, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Now you can share your screen.
Okay, sir. Sir, my screen is visible or not?
Yeah, it is visible.
So my topic was MEMS packaging. So first of all, we'll understand that what is MEMS. So MEMS are basically small integrated devices or system which combine electrical and mechanical components like micro sensors, micro actuators, or signal transduction elements. So they form to make a particular MEMS device which stands for micro electromechanical systems. Then what is MEMS packaging? So we can't use that MEMS device directly because it is exposed to mechanical damages and environmental conditions such as high temperature, so they can't survive high temperature. So in order to protect that MEMS device, we have to protect in form of some casing. So that casing is this casing is known as package, and packaging of this is also referred as MEMS packaging. So this is the packaging process. So first we have very big wafers, and we'll inspect that whether the wafer is working fine or not. Then we'll saw it, then we'll separate a dice from dice from it, and this is the dice on which our what we say our MEMS device will be based. Then we'll post process it and do all the necessary connection and all. Then a package has two parts. First is substrate and second is a metal cap. Okay, so this is cap and this is substrate. So this substrate work as the external circuitry, like this is our MEMS device, so it should be connected in order in such order that we can access it from these IO pins. Okay, so there are two methods. First is wire bonding and second is flip chip. So in wire bonding, what we do, we use fine metal wires so that like this, and these wires are connected through these IO pins. So this is a very space taking process. So instead of using wire bonding in some places where we require miniaturization and we want to consume less space, we use flip chip. I have explained this flip chip in further slides, so let's move to next step. Then what we have to do, we'll seal this MEMS because it is exposed from up, so we'll put a lid on it and we'll do necessary sealing or welding, whatever is required. And when we'll do calibration and final test that whether all the connection are properly or whether our MEMS devices uh, access properly or not. Okay, so there are several types of these packages material. So first is ceramic package and second is metal packages. These two packages are widely used because of their some properties which will also I discuss in next slides. Plastic packages are not of much use because of there are some disadvantages. So let's discuss all of these properties. So what is happening in ceramic packaging is basically it contains sorry, this is typo. This contains a lid or header which is generally electrically insulated. I told you about that it include of two parts. So this is our substrate and this is our lid. So this is basically electrically insulated so that it could be it can't generate electricity or make disturbance in our MEMS device. So and why we use, like I told you that this ceramic packaging is highly used, so because of its high mechanical strength and making it suitable for harsh environment. Suitable for harsh environment, so it has like properties like it can also handle stress and all, so that's why we use ceramic packaging. And since it's a reliable packaging, so it is more expensive than any of the not any of the but plastic packaging. Like it is less expensive than metal packaging. I'll uh, explain further. And these ceramic packages can be with or without lead. So this is lead. I'll show you what are lead and what is lead. So suppose this is our uh, what we say, this is our demonstration of ceramic packaging. So suppose this is our ceramic substrate. We put a MEMS device here, and then we have to connect it from IO pins. So whether you can use these lids for IO, and or you can use these metal fillings to connect to through our MEMS device. So what we do here a process called wire bonding, which I told you that we do wire bonding. Okay, so this method is known as wire bonding. After connecting it, we place a lid on it so that it could be protected from environmental condition and uh, what we say mechanical damages. So this is final output of how this looks, and this is how it looks. And also let me clear one thing. I told you that we use when we are not using lead, we can use these types of. So here our meme device will be based, and we can, with the help of wire bonding, we can connect like this, and then we can access that memes device later. Next is our metal packages. So metal packages are attractive because wherever we want a hermetic sealing or airtight sealing, suppose this is our microphone sensor or gyroscope sensor, so these sensors require vacuum condition. So first we'll create vacuum condition. Suppose this is our substrate, we'll put our MEMS device here, and then what we'll do, we'll create a vacuum condition, and then we'll put our lid here after doing all that wire bonding or flip chip method. And then from these IO pins will access this material, this MEMS device. So these are often used because they are sturdy, as I told you, and easy to assemble. And these are also what we say, these are expensive. These are one of the most expensive process by compared to ceramic and that. And it also offer excellent heat dissipation and electromagnetic protection. So that's the main use of metal packages. Then plastic packaging. So I told you that it is not much of use, but it has also some advantages, and process of like development is also doing so that we can make this successful. So what are some advantages? So these are less expensive than metal. These are also lighter than metal, but unfortunately what is the problem with plastic packaging is that they absorb the moisture, and hence it contributes to lower reliability. So suppose we have a humidity sensor, then if we use plastic packaging, so that plastic package will also absorb moisture, and it hence it will give inaccurate information that needs to be sensed. Okay, and I told you that we have to use a cap, but sometimes when we are using pressure sensor, so we can't use cap because it will give abnormal, our sensor will work abnormal if we put a cap on it. So what we do, we use a silicon gel. So let me demonstrate it. So this is figure that how we works. So in we use a mold compound in order to like package our device. So here is our MEMS device. We use a cap here, and then we'll do all that wire bonding or flip chip, whatever the process we are using for die connect. Then we use a plastic compound. Here also we can use either these leads for IO pins, or we can use these metal fillings. So that whenever you want to access the memes inside this plastic package, so you just have to connect from these metal fillings or these IO pins. And I told you that if your memes devices consist of plastic sensor, then you have to put this gel so that it can be protected from environmental conditions. Now I told you that what's the process. I told you that this is memes will connect this wires and all. So this process is known as chip to package attachment. This process is known as chip to package attachment. Okay, so what we do in flip chip packaging is irrespective like not using those wires, what we do, we'll flip this is our memes device, okay, or memes dies. So we'll flip this so that it creates a connection with IO pins here, and there are ICs placed here on this dice, so it will create a very good bonding, and hence we don't have to use external wires. So let me demonstrate it more in a good way. So suppose this is our memes dice, or on which our memes device will be uh, based. So these are IC packages, and the working will be somewhat like this. We'll put a shoulder balls on it. These pads are metallized. Okay, then what we'll do, we'll flip this, and we'll place, this is our substrate. I told you about substrate. So this is our substrate and IO pins are there. So when we'll place this, then what we'll do with the use of heat, this is heat reflow. So with help of this heat reflow, we'll melt this down, these balls will be melted down, and with the help of electrically insulated adhesive, we'll mount this chip on it. So what it will do, it will create a connection between this MEMS dice, this is our device, this is MEMS dice, and this is our substrate where IO pins are there. So whenever we want to like access that MEMS device, we have to connect from these IO chips. CPU is our most common example, or where flip chip is used. So this is our metal cap, this is metal cap, these are IO pins, and a, a chip is placed, a flip chip is placed on this so that it gives better performance. So you can see this is taking so less space, so that miniaturization can happen in such cases. But this is case of wire bonding. So you can see that uh, we have used external wires to connect from these leads. So you can see that how much space is being used here, and if we use flip chip, only this much of space can be used. And like how we can save so much of space by using flip chip. So this was the advantage of flip chip. And I told you that this, suppose this is our substrate, this is our MEMS device, and we put a metal lid on it, or what we say that welding wheel. So I have a very 1 minute video, so that you'll understand that how all of this work. So suppose this is our metallic substrate, and here are that MEMS device will be based. Okay. And one term which we often use is hermetic sealing. So that means, I told you, gyroscope sensor and all of these sensor require vacuum conditions. So when creating that vacuum condition and then welding it or soldering it or sealing it, that process is known as hermetic sealing. So this is what hermetic sealing looks like. This is our MEMS device, this is our the substrate, and this is a metal lid. This could be of ceramic, but lid should be of metal only. So this is how all, and why we do, so that our device can be stable over a long period of time, and also known as hermetic sealings. Okay. And how can we achieve such things? So by seam sealing we can achieve things. You can see here, this is our MEMS device, and this is our substrate, and this is our metal lid. Okay. So what we'll do, we'll place two electrodes here, and from this will pass electricity. So what happen will be, it will generate electricity here on these two on these 2 points, and what it will melt down the metal, and which will result in our sealing. So you can see here a proper demonstration that how it will do. So like you will see that seam will be there, seam will be formed on this, and it will do, we will continuously do these electrodes passing, will pass these electricity through these electrodes until it become a perfect, and final product will be look like this. So this is our package, and this is our final, and we can protect our MEMS device from such harsh condition or environmental or mechanical damages. So that is about all about MEMS packaging. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Ashish, you have covered very well. And I think your content is very much important as compared to all the colleagues who have presented, because I have not taught this topic in your class.
Yes,
So
sir.
all the student had covered the content which covered by me also, but your topic was newer.
Yes, sir. Because sir, I have to
So
read.
I'm
Like I was preparing for this last 2 days, and I have to read some generals also. Like IEEE research paper. I also studied that.
yes, yes, you have worked very hard, but your content is very much interesting and very much efficient content also. So I think in all the presentation which held during the in the last 2 days, this is your presentation is very much, or I can say that it is the best presentation till now.
Thank you, sir.
In the next, yeah, in the next class that is scheduled on Friday, I will discuss the remaining portion of the fourth class, fourth chapter, and after that we will cover the on the